Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. With Young and Restless wrapping up Jordan and Ian's storylines, it's going to be slim pickings for February sweeps. Perhaps Nate's brother will bring the big drama. As we wait to see what develops, here's a look at what's happened and what's coming up. Well, it was a bit of a twist that Billy decided to abandon his fight against Victor. I honestly didn't know whether to feel relieved or disappointed, given that it might have provided some sorely needed drama had he teamed with Phyllis and actually been successful. Bottom line, there's no denying the character's grievances have become repetitive and played out. Billy was, in fact, drowning, so that was an apt word to use in his dialogue. That said, Billy hasn't completely let go of his man pain. He still has issues with Jill. Whether we'll see those difficulties addressed on screen or not remains to be seen. As for his future with Sally, we are still expecting the promised/threatened love triangle. Jordan's reign of terror came to a curiously anticlimactic end, as the Newmans gathered in the tack house to watch her succumb to the effects of a teacup full of sleeping pills. The acting in these scenes was top drawer, however. The scenario itself was a little disappointing, as this supposed mastermind lamely walked into an obvious trap and then just gave up. If nothing else, one expects evildoers to go out in spectacular soapy fashion. Heck, Jordan's death didn't even qualify as a shocking episode ender. Instead, it happened mid-show, and we moseyed right on to the reveal of Billy's new interior design. Vote on Jordan's death here. Thankfully, the Mad Woman was able to provide us with some drama along the way. Colleen Zink will be missed on the soap, such a treat to have her on. It makes you wish they'd found a way to keep her. Wait, perhaps they did. Claire having dosed Jordan so she could play dead, and then escape later certainly would be dramatic. Regardless, here's hoping this experience will leave Claire forever changed. The Pollyanna bit was unbelievable enough before this, and it certainly won't fly now. There's an opportunity here to cause conflict between Claire and Kyle as well, but I have a feeling we won't get it. She'll tell him a sanitized version of events, and he'll kiss her on the forehead. Sharon's portion of the storyline also fell flat. We like to see our heroines carried out of the sewer by a knight in shining armor. Thank you. Even though Nick never made it in time, he received credit nonetheless, as Sharon told him he appeared to her in her time of need and urged her to fight. It definitely was Nick, not the PCP. Anyway, it was a bit of a letdown for the beleaguered Sharon to have to drive herself up out of the underground. They could have at least let her run straight into Ian Ward when she got above ground rather than oh so conveniently meet up with her own daughter and go home. These writers shunned so many opportunities for drama. Jordan's death was a fizzle, but we still have Ian Ward, who may be about to bite off more than he can chew. Thanks to the weekly preview, we know he's disappeared Tessa and Aria, which is going to morph Mariah's teary guilt feelings into rage, or so we hope. Meanwhile, we've been teased with Ian pulling a gun on the great Victor Newman and co. at the ranch, which doesn't bode well for the villain's future. The only question remaining, really, is whether he'll be sent back to prison or meet an end similar to his former partner in crime. It would be a choice to kill off two perfectly good villains in one storyline, so there's a chance Ward may live to see another day. We shall see. In the world of the Young and the Restless, where family drama, backstabbing betrayals, and unexpected twists dominate the screen, one question has been lingering in the minds of viewers. Does Ian Ward die? The character of Ian Ward, portrayed by the talented Ray Wise, has been a significant and complex presence in Geno City. His unpredictable nature and his involvement in some of the show's most suspenseful storylines have kept fans on edge. But with recent developments surrounding his character, the question of his fate has become more pressing than ever. For those who may not be entirely familiar with Ian Ward's journey on The Young and the Restless, let's first take a brief look at his character arc. Ian Ward originally arrived in Geno City as a charming yet sinister figure. His connection to Nikki Newman was enough to raise eyebrows, as it hinted at a darker past. Ian's manipulation and dangerous tendencies were soon revealed, and he quickly became one of the show's most notorious villains. However, his involvement with Nikki wasn't his only troublesome trait. His troubled relationship with his son, Ian Ward Jr., and his efforts to entangle himself in the Newman family's business only added to his complexity. As the show progressed, Ian's behavior became increasingly erratic. He crossed many moral boundaries, leading to multiple confrontations with other characters and showcasing just how far he would go to achieve his goals. Whether it was orchestrating the kidnapping of a beloved character or attempting to leverage blackmail, Ian was always lurking in the shadows, prepared to strike when least expected. And while he never truly became the series' central antagonist, his presence was undeniably chilling. So what has led fans to wonder if Ian Ward's time on The Young and the Restless is coming to an end? The latest developments suggest that the show may be setting the stage for a dramatic and potentially fatal conclusion to Ian's character arc. To understand the potential death of Ian Ward, it's important to recognize the context of his storyline. The Young and the Restless has a long history of shocking character deaths. Some that shocked audiences, others that left them in disbelief. Many of the show's most beloved characters have met tragic ends, and the writing has shown a willingness to take risks by killing off major figures to drive new stories. Ian Ward, despite his villainous nature, had a particular knack for surviving dangerous situations. His attempts to manipulate, control, and destroy those around him left him constantly walking a fine line between life and death. However, every villain has their day of reckoning. Ian has made enemies with nearly every major family in Geno City, and with each new plot, his survival seemed increasingly unlikely. Most recently, Ian's actions seemed to be catching up with him. His ongoing feud with Victor Newman, coupled with his ill-fated schemes against the Newman family, has put him in direct opposition to some of the most powerful people in Geno City. Victor's protective instincts towards his family know no bounds, and it's clear that he will stop at nothing to eliminate threats, particularly those who have proven to be as dangerous as Ian. The tension between these two characters has escalated to a boiling point, and it seems only a matter of time before something catastrophic happens. The latest rumors and teasers surrounding Ian's storyline suggest that the possibility of his death is on the horizon. But will it be a slow burn or a shocking sudden twist? If Ian Ward does meet his end, it will most likely be as the result of his own making. A man who is always a step ahead of everyone else, but never prepared for the consequences of his actions. If we examine the way The Young and the Restless operates, Ian's death could be the catalyst for a larger storyline. It could spark further chaos in Geno City, leading to new conflicts, alliances, and power struggles. His death could unite old enemies or drive wedge between characters who have to grapple with the fallout of his demise. Could this be the start of a new chapter for some of the show's main families as they deal with the ripple effects of Ian's passing? Moreover, Ian Ward's death could offer redemption for some of the characters who were once victimized by him. For Nikki Newman in particular, Ian's death could be a symbolic moment of freedom. Their complicated and often painful history together has left Nikki scarred, and the removal of Ian from the picture could allow her to finally put the past behind her. She may find peace, but the emotional toll could linger far beyond Ian's last breath. Another question surrounding Ian Ward's potential death is whether or not his legacy will live on. Ian's influence in Geno City has been so far-reaching that even after his death, his impact could be felt in various ways. His estranged son, Ian Ward Jr., could be a key player in carrying on Ian's dark legacy, or perhaps his death could be the final closure that this storyline needs to truly end. Another possibility is that Ian's death could trigger a deeper exploration of other characters, particularly those who were most affected by his scheming. Characters like Victor, Nikki, and even Paul Williams could all find themselves dealing with the repercussions of Ian's life and death, either by being forced to reckon with their past decisions or by becoming embroiled in new mysteries related to Ian's untimely end. Ian's death could also pave the way for the introduction of new antagonists. As one villain exits the stage, another might rise to take their place. If Ian dies, Geno City may not remain free of danger for long. Whether or not Ian Ward truly dies on The Young and the Restless remains to be seen, but his storyline certainly appears to be reaching a pivotal moment. Fans have long speculated about his fate, and with the buildup of tension around his character, it feels like the writing is on the wall. His death could provide the explosive emotional payoff that this long-running drama is known for. But even if Ian does die, it's clear that his legacy will not be easily forgotten. The world of The Young and the Restless is one where no one is ever truly gone. The twists, the shocking returns, and the endless potential for drama ensure that even a death as significant as Ian's would only be the beginning of something new. So whether Ian Ward's death is a moment of closure, a setup for a new story, or just another chapter in the never-ending saga of Geno City, one thing is for sure: The Young and the Restless will never be the same without him. Will he meet his end in a climactic twist, or will he escape once more, only to return with an even darker agenda? Stay tuned, because in Genoa City, the unexpected is always just around the corner.